The time is 11 o'clock on this late Tuesday night, July 10th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night, July 10th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 11 o'clock. Top stories on the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news is Democrats quest for way to stop pick. Soccer team rescued from cave-in Thailand unable to attend the World Cup final. NATO's paradox, not against Russia but divided by Trump. Trump administration raises tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese imports. Puerto Rico governor wants officer fired over flag incident caught on video. After Trump dispatcher announces lowering of drug prices. Men says he left baby in the woods after car crash because he was heavy. Boris Johnson criticized proposal resignation letter. UK man exposed to dealing in Novichok age remains and regains unconsciousness. Honeymoon couple fatally collides on zipline in Honduras. Walmart and Target will survive against Amazon, says O'Leary. Tesla Model 3 orders are available to everyone in North America. BMW will move some SUV production out of the U.S. in response to Trump's tariffs. Southwest Airlines says it will stop serving peanuts. Seacon K9 returns to duty, helps nab theft suspects in Rehoboth. In Norton, the world's best golfers will continue to come to Norton, but no longer on the number of years and not on Labor Day weekend. And available schedule for the next season, the PGA Tour said on Tuesday that TPC Boston will still play host to one of its playoff events, but only every other year. The FedEx Cup playoffs have been reduced from 4 legs to 3, with the Boston and New York markets not split in the playoff opener. After the final Delta Technology Championship held this coming Labor Day weekend, the event will come to TPC at Boston on the second weekend in August 2020 and then on even numbers after that. As that tournament will also have a new sponsor, Dorman Trust. The big event began in 2003 as the Deutsche Bank Championship. A switch is due to major reshuffling in the PGA Tournament schedule decided to conclude its season and FedEx Cup playoffs in August rather than in September when the NFL and college football dominate the attention of America's sports fans. Man luckily targeted in Route 24 shooting, officials said. 15-year-old Taunton bicyclist struck by a minivan. Police in Buckner women responded to 4 incidents of paintball shooters on Monday and left a 12-year-old boy injured in his eye. Never tell us the odds as West Bridgewater area has 10 winning lottery tickets on Monday. 4 injured, including 2 children in East Bridgewater truck crash, and 4 people were injured in a serious crash when the truck rolled over on the side of Route 106. Russia just crashed the record at its fastest trip to the International Space Station. 600 sightings of the fireball soaring over their head reported from multiple states. Israel to launch its first spacecraft to the moon. Aerospace startup Rocket Lab says it's going to build a second launch site in the U.S. New Jersey dad may lose all 4 limbs from flesh-eating bacteria contracted while crabbing. Monsanto on trial over the Roundup poisoning case. Wisconsin women dies from Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and North Reading, Massachusetts restaurant closed after salmonella outbreak sickens up to 39 people. In Jefferson, New Hampshire, a building fire at Sanders Village about 1 hour ago, 520 Presidential Highway, fire in the interior of the building. The Massachusetts State Police are looking for the public health in the fire. The man involved in a road rage incident. This happened on Monday at 2:40 p.m. on Route 93 southbound of the Second Bridge in Boston. If anyone knows who the individual in the video is or what is the incident, contact Trooper McGowan at the State Police Tunnels Barracks at 617-946-3000. Peter Chill News Time. 11:04 on this late Tuesday, and it's time now for a Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Subway, fairway, and commuter rails are looking good. Okay, look at the highways and byways in New England. Let's start you off down in Rhode Island, where Route 6 on the westbound side, Little Stop to the 6th and connector Providence, Airport connector to the westbound side, also on 95. Newport Bridge on the westbound side, also headed towards Johnston, Rhode Island, Jamestown, Rhode Island after the Newport Bridge. 95 on the northbound side, southward between Fairfield and Bridgeport, and then hit the brakes again on the southbound side, 95 at Madison and New Haven stretch. Merritt Parkway and both ends back between New York and Fairfield, and westbound side also in Greenwich. Merritt Parkway, westbound side, so the Milford stretch. 84 westbound side, also Waterbury stretch. Out in Boston vicinity, 495 at the northbound side, also in the Carver stretch. 7 Expressway on the northbound side, also the Dorchester stretch. Mass Pike, southbound side, also at the Mass Pike down to Dorchester. Mass Spec westbound side. Those are from the Southwest Expressway on the Yeltsin controls 93 on the northbound side. It is slow around the Somerville stretch and Route 29 eastbound side. Those are 495 up in Marlborough. Mass Spec on the west eastbound side. Those are Palmer Stretch. 91 on the southbound side. Those are around Route 57 in Springfield. Up in northern New England, 93 southbound side. Those are Concord Rapture in 93 on the southbound side. Those are Lowton, New Hampshire, State 89 southbound side. Those are after the Cleveland in upstate Vermont. Peter Chell news time is 11:06 on this late Tuesday, and it's time now for a weather report. And it turned out to be a hot one in store, but once the front clears by, we will have some comfortable weather. All right. Right now, it is 74 degrees in Norton with a dew point about 68 degrees, humidity 81%, barometer 82 inches. Currently around the region, 11 p.m. reports 84 in Boston, 73 in Beverly and Gloucester, 75 in Concord, 72 in Fitchburg, 75 in Worcester, 82 in Norwood, 72 in Taunton and Plymouth, 72 in New Bedford, 70 in Falmouth, 70 in Provincetown, 72 in Chatham, 68 in Murfreesboro, 66 in Nantucket, 72 out of Buckeye, 77 in Providence, 75 in Smithfield, it's 81 out in Winslow and Hartford, Connecticut, 77 in Danbury and Meriden, Connecticut, and 75 in Waterbury, Connecticut, 77 in New Haven and Bridgeport, 72 in New London, Connecticut, 71 in Montauk, 75 in Illinois, 73 in New York City, 75 in Albany, New York, 72 in Silver Springs, that's 72 out in Fitchburg, 70 out in Orange, 75 in Worcester, 77 in Springfield, 72 in Pittsfield, 66 in Northampton, 75 in Albany, 72 in Silver Springs, 64 in Rutland, 68 in Bennington, down the bottom of Vermont, 66 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 64 in Keno, Hampshire, 68 in Chatham, New Hampshire, 72 in Lacuna, New Hampshire, 70 in Concord, Manchester, Hampshire, 75 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 76 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 73 degrees up in Portland, Maine. All right, looking at the surface map around the country shows a stationary front from California stretching up to the northern Rockies, and a warm front from southern Saskatchewan down for the northern Dakotas, down for western portions of Iowa, and Mercer cold front from Missouri all the way down to the Ohio Valley, and stationary front off the New England coast with low pressure in New England. A warm front from the Carolinas is at the sea, and this is Hurricane Chris, and a front off the Carolinas, Georgia and Florida coast, and another one from South Carolina down to the Florida west coast, and another front from Ohio Valley down through Arkansas, and a couple of front burners, low pressure systems around the western part of the country, and high pressure ridges in the Rockies, northern Wisconsin, and the Gulf states. 73 degrees in Detroit, 74 in Pittsburgh, 88 in Washington, D.C., 84 in Atlanta, 76 out in Miami, Florida, 79 in Dallas, Texas, it's 84 out in Brownsville, Texas, 88 in Kansas City, and Omaha, Nebraska, 76 in Chicago, 79 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 83 in Great Falls, Montana, 74 in Seattle, 70 in San Francisco, 75 in Los Angeles, 97 in Las Vegas, 94 in Salt Lake City, 88 in Denver, 84 out in Phoenix, Arizona, 81 degrees up in Albuquerque, New Mexico. All right, looking at the radar satellite open, it shows a rain showers done around from Bucksford all the way down to Raleigh and down through Rockport and stretching down east of Hamilton. And showers and storms off the north shore of Massachusetts off Cape Ann, and patchy rain showers done around Curie and east of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and rain showers off the southern coast of Maine, and showers and storms done around Northfield, Connecticut, and then the Windlock, Connecticut, and they're going to be headed towards the North Beach, so the Hartford area could be next to these lines of storms about 30 to 45 minutes from now. And this cell is going to be headed out to sea off down mid-coast Maine. And seeing some rain showers down around north of Pittsfield, Vermont, and rain showers and storms east of Burlington, Vermont, switching on Uniontown and switching towards Morristown, and rain around Waterbury, Montpelier, and West Hudson, Vermont. And looking at the National Radar Satellite Loop, it shows rain showers at southern Pennsylvania and the north central portions of West Virginia, and rain showers down around the Ozarks, and popcorn clusters of rain showers and storms from northern Mexico, switching on the Rockies, and prairies of Canada, and rain showers in the western portion of Washington State, and rain showers then around the Alabama Gulf Coast. All right, the latest on Chris, 11 p.m. advisory. Now it is 105 miles per hour by 34.2 to the north, 71.4 to the west. Moving with northeast at 10 miles an hour, and it is now a Category 2 storm that are no coast waters warnings affecting the Tristan Atlantic that should amount to the progress of Hurricane Chris. At 11 p.m., the center of Hurricane Chris is located in latitude 34.2 to the north, longitude 71.4 to the west. Chris is moving toward the northeast near 10 miles an hour, continuing northeast where the motion is accompanied by a steady increase in forward speed. It is expected to fly Tuesday night, Thursday night. On the forecast track, the center of the Chris will be near southeastern Newfoundland on Thursday night. Max sustained winds near increasing near 105 miles an hour. With higher gusts, then just rain is likely tonight and Wednesday morning. After that, Chris is forecast to begin weakening Wednesday night, and the system is expected to become a strong post-tropical cyclone by Thursday night. Hurricane force winds extend over 25 miles an hour from the center, tropical force winds extend over 90 miles an hour. Swells journeying by. Hurricane Chris is expected to affect the ports of the coast of the north coast of the North Carolina and the Middle States during the next few days, and the swells could cause life and certain recurrent conditions and place the top products meal. Local weather office and Chris expected to produce total rain accumulations of 1 to 3 inches over Newfoundland with a possible of maximum to 6 inches, and this could cause flash flooding. Okay, looking at the forecast discussion on cold front may trigger a few showers and thunderstorms tonight, mainly along the south of the podcast. Hurricane Chris expected to pass well southeast of Nantucket Wednesday. High pressure will build over the region Thursday and Friday, resulting in a mainly dry river along with some seasonable temperature. Couple community return hot weather expected later this weekend and early next week. While a few thunderstorms cannot be ruled out this weekend and early next week, dry weather looks to dominate the majority of the time. And cold front to the south of the map expected to move slowly south to the south coast after midnight as showers and diminishing across northeast Massachusetts, but approaching the mid-level and cool temperatures aloft will help sustain some elevated instability. This combined with key index axis in the upper 30s suggests renewed development of scattered showers and possibly an isolated thunderstorm near the cold front and mainly south of the pike. And this was booked in forecast. So forecast on track and temperatures still pretty warm away from the south coast in the 70s, lower 80s, but cold in the 60s overnight. What's normally for us. Nantucket may see a brief period of fog just before sunrise tomorrow. Southwest winds diminish after the frontal passage and an inversion remains overhead. All right. High surf dangers whip currents are possible Wednesday and Thursday as Chris passes well east of the region. High surf advisory may be needed on Wednesday to exposed beaches of the south coast. All right. Looking at forecast goes like this. Tonight, chance showers and thunderstorms may between midnight and 4 a.m. They're mostly caused by 67 degrees. Light variable wind. Chance ratio 40%. New rain amounts less than 10 minutes. Pulse amounts possible thunderstorms for Wednesday. Mostly clouds going to come in sunny sky about 37 degrees. North about 6 to 10 miles an hour. Wednesday night, mostly crisp about 59 degrees. And east with about 5 miles coming in the evening. For Thursday, both sunny partly clouds about 80, about 59 degrees. And light north wind should be light southwest wind. Friday, both sunny partly clouds about 82, about 61 degrees. For Saturday, partly sunny in the most clouds about 53, about 63 degrees. Sunday, mostly sunny in the partly clouds about 87, about 64 degrees. Monday, most sunny partly clouds about 88, about 67 degrees. And for Tuesday, chance showers partly sunny about 86 degrees and chance ratio 30%. Peter Chill News Time. 11:13 on this late Tuesday night, and it is time now for a sports report. And the Red Hot Red Sox have done it again. Another win, and it's their 8th straight win. And the wins keep coming just like bottles of Frank's Red Hot sauce. The Red Sox defeated Texas Rangers 8-4. In the top of the second half, the Regnado Odor homers on a fly ball out of right field. The Sox explode for 5 runs. Jack Bowdy Jr. doubles on a line drive. The center fielder Dylan to Shields that scores Mike Suarez to make it 1-1 to score. And Aaron Benintendi doubles on a short line drive. The center fielder Dylan to Shields that scores Jack Bowdy Jr. to make it 2-1 in favor of the Red Sox. 24 double for Benintendi. Mitch Moreland singles on ground ball. The right fielder Nomar Mazar scores Aaron Benintendi and J.J. Martinez to make it 3-1 Red Sox. And then Xander Bogaerts triples on a short fly ball to center fielder Dylan to Shields that scores J.J. Martinez and Mitch Moreland to make it 5-1 in the favor of the Red Sox. And then top of the fourth, as a Kenner fell off a ground to the double play pitcher Jalen Briggs to the shortstop. Xander Bogaerts is the first baseman. Mitch Moreland bringing out no scores and Ron Goodman on the second base to make it 5-2 in favor of the Red Sox. Then Mitch Moreland bottom fifth on the second by the center fielder Dylan to Shields that scores Mickey Betts to make it 6-2 Red Sox in the bottom fifth. Then top of the second, Joey Gallo doubles on foul ball. The center fielder Jack Barrett Jr. scores Wiggins to Jordan as a Kenner fell off to make it 6-4 Red Sox. And then bottom of 6, Jack Barry Jr. doubles on line right. Center fielder Leonard Shields. That goes back to Ryder. Then out of third in the throw. Center fielder Leonard Shields to shortstop. Elvis Andrus' catcher Zaire Kepner. Outfielder the third baseman and Eddie Belcher makes 7-4 Red Sox. And then end of the inning, doubles on fly ball to left fielder Joey Gallo. That scores big bets as the Boston Red Sox defeat the Texas Rangers 8-4 to go to 64-29 on the season. As Matt Barnes gets the win and Grado gets the loss. Tomorrow, Chris Sale will be on demand for the Red Sox at 7:05 p.m. at Fenway Park, while Bartolo will on demand for the Rangers. Other scores behind Major Leagues: Washington Nationals leading the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-1 at the bottom of the ninth. Bottom 8, it's the Minnesota Twins falling to the Kansas City Royals 6-2. Bottom of the ninth, St. Louis Cardinals all over the Chicago White Sox 14-2. Oakland A's at 2 in the Houston Astros 4 in the top of the ninth. Top of the seventh, Arizona Diamondbacks 4 Colorado Rockies 2. Top of the third, Seattle Mariners and the LA Angels 3-3 to score. Bottom of fifth, San Diego Padres, LA Dodgers, no score. Bottom fourth, no score between subsequent Giants and the Chicago Cubs. And bottom Orioles 6, New York Yankees 5. Philadelphia Phillies 7, the New York Mets 3, and the Milwaukee Brewers 8, and the Miami Marlins 4, and the Tampa Bay Rays 5, and the Detroit Tigers 2. Cleveland Indians fall to the Cincinnati Reds 7-4, and the Toronto Blue Jays defeat the Atlanta Braves 6-2. How about those Red Sox? The Pawtucket Red Sox fall to the Rochester Red Wings 6-2. Okay. Take a look at sports news. LaShawn McCoy accused of domestic violence and child abuse. France beats Belgium 1-0 in the World Cup semifinal with a Samuel goal. Serena Williams' ex-Raptor watcher win at Wimbledon. Chandler police release arrest report for Cardinals GM accused of DUI. 2018-2019 PGA Tour schedule will be changed to lead to tough choices, and the TPC of Boston's Dell Technology Championship would be dropped. But no need to fear golf fans for the losers who live in the Boston area who go to the TPC of Boston and Norton, just like me. I'm looking forward to the Dell Technology Championship this year. The Northern Trust Open will be alternating between here in 2020 and New York in 2019. So all hope is not lost, golf fans in the Boston area. Early numbers for UFC 226 are disappointing. Several GMs would trade for Kai Leonard without contract commitment. Packers training camp jump expected from second-year running backs. Where the Oklahoma City Thunder stands with Carmelo Anthony and Wide Rockets 1M. Jerry Bursters won't let the Panthers' new owner remove his statue. France's bench warmers are worth more than the most starting lineups. Golden State Warriors agreed to sign Damian Lee on a 2-way contract. Tampa Bay Rays and Bell plans to build a small stadium in the baseball to replace Tropicana Field. NFL players in Trump agree on anthem Goodell's Clueless. The Ventos Bank account still went on first NBA play check. Former UCLA basketball player Billy Knight found dead in Phoenix. All eyes on Marcus Smart as Celtics guard meets with other teams. Jordan steps up defenseman sex abuse firestorm. Ryan Mears is not just another dude scrapping for attention at Manchester City. David Price said he hasn't thought about opting out of his contract this season. Novak Djokovic back in center court as Roger Federer pushed out to number 1. Cancelled response to the Matt Charter trade talk. Houston Rockets re-signed Freeman Gerald Green. TSA apologized to New York Jets for spilling mom's ashes during the bag search. Jim Brunson on Detroit Lions and WJR asked, we got all blindsided. Jesus Algards, Jen Segura out of the pack for the final MLB All-Star Game roster spot. Should the Saskatchewan be buyers and souls in the trade deadline? Croatian defender Domagoj Vidic some hot water after shot in. Atlanta Hawks finished pre-tournament when 1-9-3 win over the Bulls at Las Vegas. That's the temperature of the Red Sox off the Arizona 2 rehabilitation. Kyle Hendricks of Mastery at the Giants suggests Sepulchre over the Professor. Gary Trent, Junior Signs and Bay's Las Vegas Summer League win over the Spurs. Really good about Utah on ESPN podcast. Jed Lyon officially makes team as injury replacement. Holland replaces Cueto as tonight's starter. Chris Bryant's minor league rehab is over and could return to the Cubs lineup Wednesday versus the Giants. 6-sided key items the Steelers need to bring along the 2018 training camp. Brandon Forbes agrees to a 2-year deal with the Spurs. Former NBA player Kermit Washington is 6 years in federal prison for charity fraud. Bill Wiggins getting better all the time after health scare outside National Park. Patrick Boone signed with the St. Louis Blues and added the New Jersey Devils replaced him. Another day, another loss linebacker for Alabama. Cannot map his ridiculous pass, but French makes Twitter wonder how it didn't end in a goal. Drivers cheating and chicane prop to change the Charles Royale. Bravo. Daniel Robinson signs contract for the Miami Heat. New York Knicks, David Azale praised Kevin Knox and Mitchell Robertson. The time's right for Seattle Mariners to give Nelson Cruz a contract extension. Young Rays fans excited about catching Wilson Ramos homer. Marquez White of the Dallas Cowboys faced the assault charge in a road rage incident. Let's call Fox Sports Albert Street Opening Aaron Nola. The NC Star Lance Four-Star safety from East Forsyth. Jim Harbaugh likes the new NCAA football redshirt rule, the case for not jumping in any Milwaukee Cowboy conclusions. Colin Coward had brilliant confused about his feelings for the Vikings. Ex-NFL player Brandon Burner charged with attempted murder more, and Miguel Amp responded to the Yankees showing interest in Manny Machado. And that's going to be it for Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night, July 10th, 2018. I'm Peter Woods. Hope you have a good night with a good positive attitude, and I'll see you tomorrow morning in the more report. Hope you have a good night.